A group of University Idaho students shared a rented house in the countryside near Moscow, Idaho. During the early hours of November 13, 2022, 4 students were murdered. This incident shook the entire town. Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. In today's video, we will explore the case of the Moscow murders at the University of Idaho.
4 University of Idaho students were murdered, will be demolished.
2 female victims, Madison Mogen and Xana Kernodle, lived at the house, while the third, Kaylee Gonsalves, recently moved out of the home but returned to the house to attend a nearby party. The 4th victim, Ethan Chapin, was Kernodle's boyfriend, who was sleeping over on the night of the attacks. 2 other girls lived with them but were not attacked. On the evening of November 12, 2022, Xana and her boyfriend Ethan Chapin attended a party at the Sigma Chi fraternity until 9 p.m. They returned home by 1:45 a.m. Meanwhile, Madison and Kaylee visited the corner club nearby, leaving at 1:30 a.m. A video from the Grub truck at Friendship Square captured them at 1:41 a.m. They went around 1:56 a.m., initially reported to have taken an Uber, but later clarified as a ride from a private party. By 1:56 a.m., all 4 students were at home. Xana got an online food delivery order at around 4 a.m. On November 13, 2022, at around 11:58 a.m., a call went to the police from the house using a roommate's phone, seeking help for an unconscious person. The police arrived at the scene. They found the door was open and no signs of break-in or damage. Nothing was stolen. The identity of the person who called the police wasn't disclosed. The police found the bodies of Xana, Madison, Kaylee, and Ethan on their beds on the 2nd and 3rd floors of the house. There were marks of blood on the walls. Madison and Kaylee were discovered in Madison's room, while Xana and Ethan were found in Xana's room. All 4 victims were declared dead. The investigators claimed the timings of the murders were between 4 a.m. and 4:25 a.m. They found Kaylee's dog unharmed and alive at the house. The university canceled classes for November 14, 2022. Meanwhile, the rumors and other speculations started circulating on social media. The Moscow Police Department led the investigation along with the Idaho State Police and the Lehigh County Sheriff's Office. The Lehigh County coroner did autopsies on the 4 victims on November 17, 2022. She found multiple stab wounds on each victim, mostly in the chest and upper body.
Through stabbing with some kind of probably a larger knife.
1 victim had defensive wounds on their hands, indicating they tried to fight back. However, no other signs of physical torture were found. Apart from Madison, Xana, and Kaylee, the 2 other female roommates in the house were unharmed. During interrogations, one of them claimed that on the night of this incident, she woke up to the voice of Kaylee and her dog. She heard Kaylee saying, "There's someone here." She opened her door twice quickly and, on the 2nd time, heard a cry from Xana's room in a man's voice saying, "Don't worry, I'll help." Later, when she opened her door again, she saw a person in black clothes and a masked face walking towards her. The person walked close to her and left through the sliding door. She panicked and locked herself in her room. She described the suspect as a male about 5 feet 10 inches tall, had bushy eyebrows and a strong physique. The investigations also revealed that Kaylee made 7 calls to her ex-boyfriend from 2:26 to 2:52 a.m., and Madison called him 3 times between 2:44 and 2:52 a.m. However, Kaylee's ex-boyfriend was cleared as a suspect, as there was no strong evidence of his involvement in the case. In December 2022, the police released a 44-minute footage captured from a body camera. The footage revealed a police officer stopping a man walking in the same area. The man was questioned because he had a drink, leading the officers to ask about his age.
Is that beer in your hand?
Yeah, I'm 21.
You got the ID on you?
I don't.
The footage further showed officers questioning 3 other individuals for the same issue. The police stopped these individuals at about 2:50 a.m. on November 13, 2022. The authorities released the footage to the public, hoping it might hold crucial details about the murder. However, they later declared that the students in the footage were not connected to the case. Police started examining the nearby security cameras. The investigators spotted a Hyundai Elantra on camera around the time of the murders. The same car had passed several times near the house the same day. Another footage showed an Elantra passing the home 3 times, starting around 3:29 a.m. Then, at 4:04 a.m., it returned for a 4th pass. Finally, at 4:20 a.m., the car was seen speeding away from the neighborhood. Investigators soon discovered the car's owner, Brian Koberger, who drove it to the Pocono Mountains in Pennsylvania with his father for the holidays.
So you're coming from Washington State University, and you're going there? Oh.
We're going to be going to Pennsylvania.
Oh, okay.
The police traced Brian's cell phone records. The records showed his phone disconnected near Pullman around 2:47 a.m. on November 13, 2022. It reconnected near Blaine, Idaho around 4:48 a.m., close to the U.S. Highway 95 near Moscow. His phone was traced near the victim's home at 9 a.m. on the same day. 12 other instances occurred between June 2022 and November 2022, where his phone signal was located from the tower closest to the victim's house. Additionally, investigators found DNA at the crime scene on a tan leather weapon cover on Madison's bed, but it didn't match any of the victims. The authorities then collected a DNA sample from garbage from Brian's family's home in Pennsylvania. Both the DNAs were partially matched. The investigators observed Brian outside his parents' home. They spotted him wearing surgical gloves multiple times and putting garbage bags in a neighbor's bin. He was seen carefully cleaning his car with no corner missing. All these activities led the investigators to suspect Brian's involvement in the case. On December 30th, 2022, Brian was arrested. At the time of his arrest, he was in the kitchen, wearing a shirt, shorts, and examination gloves. He was putting garbage into separate Ziploc boxes. During the search, the authorities found a weapon, a gun, a black face mask, and ID cards inside one of the Ziploc boxes. The police interrogated Brian, and he stated that in the summer of 2022, he moved to Washington State to pursue a PhD at Washington State University in Pullman, close to Moscow. He was studying criminology and had just finished his first semester there. He had also been working as a teaching assistant at WSU, but the faculty members had raised complaints regarding his behavior. Brian faced 4 charges of first-degree murder and 1 criminal count of burglary.
Charging the defendant, Mr. Kohlberger, with 4 counts of first-degree murder, in addition to felony burglary.
He was held without bail at Monroe County Correctional Facility in Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania. He agreed to extradition on January 3, 2023, and on January 4, 2023, he was taken to the Leyte County Jail in Moscow. Brian appeared in the Leyte County Courthouse on January 5, 2023, and faced 4 charges of first-degree murder and 1 count of burglary for breaking into a home with criminal intent.
Count 1, burglary. Counts 2, 3, 4, and 5, murder in the first degree. Maximum penalties, life in prison, or the death penalty.
In May 2023, Brian pleaded not guilty to all charges. On June 26, 2023, the Leyte County Prosecutor's Office announced they were seeking the death penalty for Brian.
The maximum penalty for this offense, if you were to plead guilty or be found guilty, is death or imprisonment for life.
In August 2023, Brian's lawyers requested the court to dismiss the charges against him, mentioning a biased grand jury, evidence issues, insufficient proof, and claims of prosecutorial misconduct for not sharing important evidence. However, the judge rejected the request. A trial date was originally set for October 2023, but Brian decided to waive his right to a speedy trial. No new trial date has been declared yet. Brian remains in the Leyte County Jail and has been denied bail. What do you think of this case? Let us know in the comment section below. To get more videos from crime and criminal cases, make sure to subscribe to our channel.